Well, that's not something I'm used to seeing at all. It explains why there's a train at Alter Metal right now, and it's been sitting there, not moving. Not every day you see something like that, eh? That'd be a fun ride, wouldn't it? Yeah, the train came in Alter Metal late last night. I was wondering if they're going to go this morning. Well, I shifted locations after running to get my wife a coffee since the train was taking forever. Came down here to 8th Street. ELS 400 and I believe 503. Yep. Now, this crossing is not, it's not working.
That'll do there. Flag okay to start ahead, 503. Oh, correct. Be your call there, call. I'm down over the switch there.
Yeah, when I dropped off the coffee at my house and I looked down the tracks, there were still freight cars sitting on the main. So I don't know if they're gonna grab these cars and shove them back all the way to East King Street or what. Boy, the last time a train stopped at this crossing, it sat for like an hour or two.
Yellow 507 on the point. Line to the side, goes back about 6 cars. Join over. Okay, stay 503.
So nice of all these cars to stay back. Give me a nice clear shot of what I'm filming.
Both cars are in the clearance 503. Cars are good for 20. Back 7. Testing one handbrake. One shove from the ground over. 20 from the ground here. It's clearance. Back. Room for 20. 503. Back 503.
Now they drop those cars off. They'll go back and grab the rest of their train.
Saturday there, 503. Crossing cleared. 503.
I mean, they're still flagging cars like, stop, stop. That's just, like, you guys can't see a gigantic orange locomotive approaching a crossing. These people are like, well, the lights aren't sounding and the bells aren't going off, so I'm not stopping. Why would I stop? Even people out in the road waving their arms, and they're still coming at them.
I'm out for the main 503. We're the unit. Get up, tie on over State Street. You're over right on the back.
All right, I guess we'll go back over to East Kingsford and wait for their arrival. Oh, good, because I was starting to get a little concerned that I've been sitting over here for a few minutes already. Because the last time I came...
Take care of the horn and all that, Gerald, or you got... Oh, you can do it if you want. Just back there. Hey, no, take care of it.
almost a perfect horn. Good morning. Yeah, he responded. He said good morning back. That's Vinny. Right there. All right, we're gonna wait for the return ELS 400 coming north with their train, and we'll give it a little bit of chase. How's that? Oh, I bet you weren't expecting that, huh? Anyway, my channel just crossed over 161,000 subscribers. Thanks to each and every one of you. You don't think those tracks are too wavy, do you? Walk back a little bit. Looks like a pretty good train behind them. There's a car coming to my right, but you'll make it. Well, you'd hate to be the engineer on this train, eh? When you gotta go across that derailment site, so slow. Fingers crossed that everything makes it across, you know? It's not their fault either. See a lot of comments pointing to the engineer and conductor for derailing a train when is it necessarily their fault? They're not in charge of the tracks. I thought they grabbed Ultra Metal out of here this morning. Maybe they didn't. This must be a reject going back for whatever reason. Could be a bad car, could be bad product. No telling, really. Whoa. That was a fast stop. That was a really fast stop. Yeah. Now it's going in reverse. I got my radio back on. Apparently they were doing a roll-by inspection. That sure was a fast stop. Wow, I did not see that coming. Kind of scared me for a minute. I guess the brakes work, huh? Well, the back of that train was all the way by Ultra Metal. And the head of the train was past Briding Ave. It's a pretty good train, I suppose. We got dumped on yesterday, about 3 inches of rain overnight. Sure needed it. The downside is now I have to start cutting my grass. It is June, so I don't like cutting my grass until June. And I haven't, so got nothing to do with the bees. Has more so to do with my grass seed. Because if you let your grass grow and you let it seed out, then you don't need to plant your own seeds. You just let it seed out and then cut it. Natural grass seed. And that's why I have my radio off half the time, because of all the weird noises. Alright, I guess we're gonna redo this. Try it again. One more time. How's it going? All right, I swapped to the other side. Yeah, I swapped to the other side of the tracks here. Knowing how long this train is now, I'm not going to wait for the entire thing. We'll let the head of the train go by, and then we're going to go over by H Street. Since I know that crossing is not working, they'll have to stop there. And maybe they put those cars in the back of their train. Painstakingly slow. Sort of like Green Bay, huh? Yeah, I don't think I want to sit here and wait for the whole train. A long horn bowl across that road. At least they didn't slam on the brakes, eh? Alright, let's head over to Iron Mountain. Gentlemen, I don't know if you saw him. I don't know if I got him on video or not, but those little gray cars sitting there, fan of mine, stopped to say hi. I appreciate it. I enjoy when people stop to say hi. I wish the rude ones that like to yell things and show me middle fingers would stop by and talk. Fortunately, those type of people, well, they don't have the guts to talk and say anything to your face. They'd rather just drive by and try to be tough. Anyway, let's go over to Iron Mountain. Catch this train. drive a tractor. Yeah, so that's good. They got the derailment site totally fixed. I heard they were in there putting in brand new ties. Anyway, we'll have to see what they do here on H Street now. They do continue on going, or will they stop and grab out more cars that they dropped in? Railroad truck sitting there. He might be flagging this crossing when they come by, which tells me pretty much they're not going to stop. But let's come down here and turn around. And we're going to fly over to the fire station. Oh, my favorite place to film. Downtown Iron Mountain, Michigan. In a no train horn zone. I posted a short titled Recipe for Disaster. Anyway, the crossing I'm standing at now does not work. It hasn't worked for years. And if the mole crew doesn't come here to flag traffic, the train will have to stop here. Most days I can capture a bunch of cars going through the crossing. Sometimes they don't even slow down or just take their chances. See? Guy just yelled, "Get a job." I guess he doesn't know I made over $600 in the last 2 days on YouTube. Yeah, I should probably just get a job and stop trying to make money on YouTube. Those are the fools I wish would stop. But they never have the guts. All they do is yell when they drive by. Yeah, sitting right here by the Ironwater Fire Department. We got engine 1 sitting outside. Run, run, so the train doesn't have to stop. I'm not going to listen to all this squeaking. We're going to get on down the road. I'm going to go look for a job. Yeah. Get off YouTube and get a real job, they say. I hear these people yelling stuff every single day I video. They never stop. Never. They never stop. The only people that stop are fans. People that want to say hi. People that tell me they appreciate my videos. They like my videos. Just blows me away the energy people spend to let you know they don't like you. It doesn't anger me. Honestly, it makes me laugh. Because just my appearance triggers you to a point where you want to scream and yell and shout and say things, thinking that you're somehow making me feel bad about making money on YouTube. I just laugh. Just makes me laugh. I probably make more than they do. That's probably why they think I should get a real job. Ooh, a couple of deer there on the side of the road. Anyway, a little smoke in the air from the Canadian wildfires. It was really bad up north yesterday before all the rain we had. They had over 900 particles per million up in Houghton. A friend of mine told me it was like standing around the campfire while having the campfire smoke just blowing in your face. Pretty good timing, if you ask me here, huh? See, the gates just went down. We're taking a lap, but I'm going to let them come through here first. The only gates in Iron Mountain. I didn't find a job. I looked at a few places when I drove by, but I just didn't think it was worth it. Maybe next time I'll look. They really get some pretty good speed through here. Must be more product going back to LP. And a whole lot of center beams. I guess they didn't have any switching at Ultra Metal this morning. There's no Ultra Metal on this train. All right, let's keep going north. A couple more crossings. Slow, leisurely ride. Feels great outside. It's not as hot as it was. It's not as smoky as it was yesterday. Looking forward to the mushroom season. I didn't do many videos last year mushroom hunting, but this year I am. This year I plan on making quite a few mushroom hunting videos. Something I enjoy doing in the summertime. I like mushrooms. They're good to eat. They're filling. And they might kill you. Anyway. Go run up by the campground and catch the train coming across there. I'm glad the lawnmower went away. Probably hear the power of the locomotives now. Although it is an empty train pretty much. I don't think any of these cars are full except for the few center beams. Alright, we'll go up to Merriman Road. Just remember, you guys are ever looking for a cool campground, Summer Breeze Campground. It's right there across the train tracks. Always a great place to camp in the summertime. They got an in-ground pool and lots of things to go see and do around the area, including trains. Okay, I'm speeding. Slow down. Holy moly. That was fast. Way fast. Too fast. Still speeding. Gonna move over. Yeah. That's why I don't have a V8. I don't need one. Man, they're booking it. I think that's all she wrote today, folks. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, and make a comment below. I'm not going to the next crossing. They'll be approaching that last derailment site, and they'll be going really, really slow. Besides, I think I got enough video today, don't you think? Thanks for watching. I'm gonna head back to town and go put some applications in and go find a real job. Not. These are some fools in this town, let me tell you. Have a great day, everybody.